So we always talk about how breads and pastas and, grains are kind of bad for you, when in reality, they're not. At least the organic versions. See, the problem is that as humans, we like to keep creating, and we like to let things sit on the shelf longer. We like to try to mass produce farming and food and all this stuff. So what happens is that we start putting man-made things in these food that actually wind up being harmful to our bodies. One of these being folic acid. See, a lot of people have a misconception about folic acid because a lot of doctors and a lot of people will say that you need to have it in your diet and that it is actually good for you, when it is not. Gary Brecka kind of breaks this down in the video that I'm going to post along with this. And basically it has to do with enriched and fortified foods. They're sprayed with chemicals, mainly folic acid, and why it is actually not good for you. The good versions of folic acid would be folate or methylfolate. So check out this little quick clip and ask away on questions, guys. We also, before I get off this video, I will make sure to also post the kind of pasta and what ingredient we're supposed to look for in the pasta. It should only have one ingredient. It's called durum wheat semolina. That's it. That's all your pasta should have. Bread will have a couple different things unless you make it homemade. Then it'll only have like 3 or 4 ingredients. But for the most part, when we're looking for pasta and stuff like that, there are things that we can actually eat. We just got to make sure they have the right ingredients. Check it out.
You actually lose weight eating pasta and bread in Europe, but eating a bowl of pasta and a basket of bread here, and you just feel like you want to go to sleep and you're in a bad mood. But then you go to Italy and you have a fat bowl of pasta and maybe even a glass of wine. You feel amazing. Why is that? Well, because in 1993, the chemical industry convinced the federal government that we needed to spray our entire grain supply with folic acid. All flour, all bread, all pasta, all cereal. Although we don't call it sprayed with folic acid, we call it enriched. So enriched foods are foods that are sprayed with folic acid. Folic acid is a man-made chemical that we make in a laboratory. You cannot find it anywhere on the surface of the earth. It does not exist naturally in Mother Nature. It doesn't sound like a big deal until you realize it's the most prevalent nutrient in the human diet. I'm not saying don't eat grains or rice or pasta or cereals or bread. I'm saying eat the non-enriched versions of those, the organic versions of those.